shawty use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up. It look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems. Let me. When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I get the money, but I'm in the switch. They saying you switch if you won't get it. You know they kept you high, but now we is lit. You lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I took no risk. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they famous, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savings, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out for this.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, style made hoe. When I showed off my whip, hey, spent my shit on my 50. Ex-sleep, then you with the back then, you out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole for the all on the ship. All these four things pull out the bip. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Watch out for this. I never switch.
Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Today we continue on in Wildcard Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down.
60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, check.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Wynn. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Wynn. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Now this throw caught left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
First and 10 at the 37.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Wynn. That one into the hands of Kane. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Gator.
Right there, 56. You can't block me.
On 1st down, Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, Denton. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back to throw. Wynn. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson from the left hash. This from 34. The kick by Carlson is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Regular. Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. It's complete to Drake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And he hits Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Kill. Out. Joker.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Set. 180. Run. Kill. Kill.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. On third down, here's Hunt. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. On first down, Hunt, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 29 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Looking to throw. Win. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the delay, here's Hines. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Browns' 48-yard line.
Ready, 18, Gator. Switch up. Hey, Foxtrot. Go, 5.
Looking to throw on second down. Win. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Off the play fake. Win. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Hunt. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now, after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come on. Mike, check. 59.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Hey, alert.
59.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run. This is Hunt. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
You got it. You got it.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check.
Throwing. Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this with intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
60 outlaw. Watch the backer. Ready.
Following the fumble recovery. Win. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
a double. Boy, 56. Check 56. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Bravo.
On first down, Wynn. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Ready, set.
56, right there, 56. There we go.
First and 10.
They'll run on first down. Hines and a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 5. And this throw will be intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hurry! Watch twist! Let's go!
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14 to 10.
14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Hines. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wynn. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
At the 6-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry, hurry. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. 53.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Good. 180. 58. Come on. Pistol. Watch the run.
On first down. Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Browns on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Point it right. 59. Mike 59. And watch the lane. Hey, Steve 6. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Wynn. Complete. Smith has it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there. A first down. Throwing on first down. Wynn. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now it's Hunt. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On the run, this is Hunt. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
On the ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
It's our time. It's our time.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wynn. It's caught. Smith. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off play action. Win. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big time sack.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
25 yards on the play. That's good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Win. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.